Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. Today's video is the start of a new series that I'm going to be doing called Foundation Fridays for Over 50s, in which I'm going to try every foundation on the planet until I find one that works to help our older, more mature skin actually look better than it is. Now, this is a tall order, I know. I have tried over the couple of years that I've been out here on YouTube, probably around 70 different foundations. And of those, I probably like 5, maybe as many as 7. But it is a tall order to find something that works on mature skin. Now, of course, what works on my skin will not necessarily work on your skin, but it's a good baseline. I think a lot of people are suffering from the same problems of aging that I am, which is that we had a lot of sun exposure when we were younger, and so all the damage we did back then is now visible on our faces. And we have everything from age spots to uneven skin tone to fine lines to really deep wrinkles. We have enlarged pores. Oh, the list goes on and on. It's just wonderful being over 50, isn't it? Well, it is. I mean, at least we're here, so that's great. But finding a foundation can be quite difficult. So what I would do in my foundation testing videos is I would put 5 or 8 foundations head to head and put them in all one big massive video. And what I've decided to do, at least for the foreseeable future, is just to test one foundation every single Friday until I have either exhausted them all or I've found a couple of things that can actually work for us. Of the products that I found in the past couple of years that worked for me, nothing really achieved perfect holy grail status. I don't know if I'll ever find that at this point, but I'm hoping. I'm always hopeful. So currently I have about 4 drugstore foundations and about 5 samples of high-end foundations that I do want to review, and so I'm going to start today with the first one and we'll just work through them. This could go on for 10 weeks, it could go on for 52 weeks and be a year long, I don't know. But I do want to know what foundations you guys are interested in seeing, so if you wouldn't mind, do me a favor, and if you are interested in this series, please thumbs up the video and leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what foundation you are most interested in, or what couple of foundations, and I'll see if I can get a hold of them and work them into this Friday foundation for over 50s. So with each foundation, as I always do, I will apply it in the morning and I will wear it all day to show you how long it lasts, to show you what kind of coverage it has, to show you just about everything there is to know about the foundation. So we'll look at them up close, we'll look at them from a distance, we'll look at them over time, we'll see how they play with other makeup, and this will give me a chance to really look at them and try them maybe a couple different ways, maybe applied with a sponge or a brush or with fingers or with a primer or with powder over, which in those other videos where I put a whole mess of them together, there just isn't time to do that kind of thing. I get one shot at it and I either love it, I either like it or I hate it. Alright, so that's the gist of what's going to be happening in the series. This is the first installment in the series, so for today's foundation, I have for you DiorSkin Nude Air Serum Foundation. This is an SPF 25 foundation. It doesn't give full broad spectrum coverage, even though it says broad spectrum on the label. It only has one sunscreen in it that is octinoxate, and that is a chemical sunscreen. This retails for $53 for 1 ounce, and it comes in 8 shades. Now, I got a sample at Sephora a couple weeks ago. Here's my little sample, and I took it in the color 20, which I think is, actually pretty good. It comes in a nice frosted heavy-duty glass bottle, and it has that kind of sciencey dropper applicator, because this stuff is so very liquidy. I reviewed the Cover FX custom cover drops a couple weeks ago. This is way more watery than even that was. The marketing on this is that it's a weightless, ultra-fluid serum with sheer correction. It's made with oils that evaporate instantly, and it's talc-free. The big excitement, according to Dior, is that they're introducing their oxygen active technology, which is an innovative combination of a hyper-oxygenated oil with vitamins and minerals. So I took a look at the ingredients to see what the oxygenated oil was all about, and I was surprised to see that it is corn oil, which I don't have any problem with corn oil. I don't tend to go for foundations that have oil in them because I did have a bout with hormonal acne, and so I was off of oils altogether. This one does contain 2 oils. It's got the oxidized corn oil, and it also has cranberry seed oil. Now the other ingredients that it has are a lot of silicones. So of the first 8 ingredients, 7 are silicones, 1 is alcohol. And it's just the plain old alcohol that can be drying to skin. So I would think that because this has the alcohol and all the silicones, that this would probably be best used for people with probably combination to oily skin. People with dry skin may not like it that much. I tend to have a normal to combo skin, and you know, I'm not thrilled with the ingredients in this. It has a couple of things that can be a little bit irritating, like linalool and fragrance, and of course the alcohol. But let's see how it works as a foundation, and we'll judge based on performance. Dior's recommended usage is to apply with your fingers or to apply with a flat foundation brush. So the first time I tried it with my fingers, just putting it over my sunscreen. And that was a disaster. I don't even have pictures for you on that one. I tried it, it was bad. I didn't want to wear it around all day. I took it right off. Okay. So then the next time I tried it with my favorite method for applying foundation, which is to use the damp blending sponge. And you'll see this in the application videos. And then the third time I tried it was today. And today I used an IT Cosmetics flat foundation brush to put it on. And I think I got the best application out of it with this brush. But let me go ahead and bring in the video of me applying it in a couple of different ways. I'll show you the sponge, and then I'll bring in the video of me applying it today with the brush. So liquidy, it's like truly like a water-like texture. So let me just dip my finger in there. You can see it running down my finger. So I'm just gonna dot it around a little bit, take whatever's left on my fingers, put it on the sponge, and press that around. It seems like it dries and sets up fairly quickly, so you can kind of work quickly. Okay, I just put a little bit more on around my nose where I didn't have very good coverage. All right, I'm back. It's been about 4 hours. Let's check in on the foundation. I really like how this foundation looks on its own. It's got a very soft, dewy glow that it gives off, so it does reflect sunlight. It certainly is not completely matte, as you can see, but it's a nice soft light that doesn't really make pores and wrinkles look too much worse. Of course, I added some blush and some bronzer, and those played very nice with it as well. I think it offers a reasonable amount of coverage. It is very sheer. You could build it up to, you know, less sheer, but it certainly is never going to be a medium or full coverage foundation by any stretch of the imagination. Now that I'm 4 hours into it, it has already started sliding around. So it doesn't really set up the way I like a foundation to, so that it feels set and it doesn't move. So when I touch my face, I feel like I get the foundation off. So let me just come in close and show you the places that it's sliding around. And for the phone test, ew. I'm back for the 8-hour check-in on the foundation. It's gotten increasingly shiny as the day's gone on. And I feel like it's, you know, it's just kind of breaking down and getting worse. Today I did use a primer underneath it because I tried a different sunscreen and it was really shiny and I needed to mattify the sunscreen before I could put this on to really judge it. So I did use today Lorac Porefection Mattifying Face Primer. Clear plastic. I'm just going to dip my brush in there and hopefully not coming up with way too much. And get the hair out of the way. I'll paint it on like they did. Ooh, ooh, ooh. lovely. I feel truly like an artist. I did go to art school, so what the heck, this should be in my mothership. This has quite the little fragrance. Feels so much not like a foundation. It's actually got a lovely feel to it. You know, from this distance, I think it looks all right. I don't think it's anything earth-shattering for me. You know, where I have already underneath it a sunscreen and a primer, I think it should look better than this. I feel like it makes me look a little waxy maybe, and I definitely need some concealer. I think it's like breaking up a little bit on the surface, and you know, it's kind of sitting in my pores and stuff, but I'm going to show you the usual. Are you getting sick of seeing my face so up close? Alright, I'm back with the rest of the makeup on. I ended up putting on blush, bronzer, and finishing powder. It's so lightweight, you don't feel like you're wearing anything. So from that standpoint, it's a very nice feeling and a very nice looking foundation, at least from this distance. All right, 5 hours in, and the DiorSkin Nude Air Serum Foundation is starting to wear off ever so slightly and slide around a little bit. You can see the tip of my nose is pink, and my chin is pink already, so my you know, skin tone issues are starting to show through already. And up close, I have kind of a little smear up here. Otherwise, it's been quite comfortable to wear for the most part. It started feeling a little bit drying in the last half hour or so. Other than that, from this distance, still looks good. Up close, it mainly still looks good. It's a little after 9, and I've been wearing this foundation for over 9 hours. As you can see from this distance, it is not looking great. It's gotten progressively shinier as the day has worn on. It's also worn off and slid around and kind of disintegrated so that it's not even coverage anymore. Well, I'm a little disappointed. I was much more hopeful to have a good result for the first product of the new series. I was hoping to hit it out of the park right away, first one, but oh well, what are you going to do? I always expect more from the super high-end brands because they're so expensive. At $53, this should be way better than this, last way longer, look way better. But so yeah, very disappointed. Will not be purchasing this one. Can't recommend it. If you haven't already, please don't forget to put your comment down below of what foundations you'd like to see tested. And I will see you next Friday with another foundation. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.